Understanding the sighted perspective and learning the right body language. Hi, this is Shanti Raghavan, founder and managing trustee of Enable India. You may be wondering, why do you need to learn, the sighted perspective? In fact, you may be feeling that sighted people don't understand persons with vision impairment, and especially you. I would like to tell you that, interestingly, if you can understand the sighted person, you will find that you are able to compete in today's world much easier. Let me explain to you more about the sighted perspective, especially understanding what are the things that make a sighted person uncomfortable about a person with vision impairment. Once you know that, you will take two types of action. One is more related to body language, and I'll explain that to you in a bit. Second would be that you will constantly put yourself in the shoes of the person whom you're interacting with, especially if they're sighted, and based on some of the things we have spoken today, you will be able to know what action you need to do to make the person feel comfortable. Okay, so let's understand, why do we need to understand what makes a sighted person uncomfortable? It's interesting, I'm a sighted person too, and it's funny how we react when we see somebody. So I'm going to tell you these kind of interesting things, which you may be wondering, oh my God, this happens? So first is that, as a sighted person, we like to make eye contact when we talk to somebody. So when we can't, make eye contact, we feel uncomfortable with them. So that is the reason, from the perspective of a person with vision impairment, if you can move your head in the direction of the person who's speaking to you rather than looking down, that will make the sighted person feel very comfortable. So it's almost like you are seeing them or looking at them. Trust me, it'll make a huge difference. We have seen a lot of people who now make, say eye contact. They're not really making eye contact. A person with vision impairment looking in the direction of the sighted person, and we can visibly see the sighted person feeling comfortable. The second thing is all around how the sighted person thinks a VI, a visually impaired, is thinking. So, interestingly, sighted people are sure that a visually impaired is always feeling bad about being visually impaired. Now, the truth is, definitely, if you're a VI and every time, you are finding barriers, you will sometimes feel like, what the hell, this is so difficult sometimes. But what a sighted person does not know is that every person with vision impairment has gone through a journey. Some have not yet accepted their disability. Some have accepted their disability, moved on, found solutions. They're working. They have some good days, some bad days. So sighted people may not know this. And hence, when you can make them feel comfortable, especially through humor, it's really strange how humor plays a large role in making others feel comfortable. They're also worried that, oh my God, he's visually impaired. If I tell something to hurt, he or she must be sensitive. So if I tell something and if they feel bad, so let me stay away from that person. So that is why you may be wondering that, this guy doesn't even come and talk to me. He must not be liking visually impaired. I think that's a very, it's a very standard approach to look at things, that it's a very black and white approach, as we call it. This is good, this is bad. I think life is not that simple. It is gray. So people, these are the kind of thoughts that are going on in their mind. And so it's important that if we understand this, we'll make them comfortable about, we can make them feel comfortable. That's all. In fact, I must tell you something interesting. We actually have an awareness video on how, on more about how a person with vision impairment becomes visually impaired. We give this kind of information to make a sighted feel comfortable that, wait a minute, some VIs are, born blind, and hence they may not know how to make eye contact. So by giving this awareness, we are hoping that a sighted person understands why the person is not making eye contact and they feel comfortable. Other thing we do in our awareness video, there are quite a few segments in it, and I would recommend that all of you look at this peer awareness module and use it to make sighted people feel comfortable. We have a section which says, what does a visually impaired person feel about their disability? So this segment, we expect that the visually impaired person will present what they feel about their disability. And interestingly, when the sighted person knows that, oh, you're just like me, you have some good days, some bad days, this is your problem, that is your problem, this is what you like about your disability, this is what you don't like, they will feel more comfortable. Interestingly, we also actually have a segment on funny incidents that have happened to a person with vision impairment due to their disability. And you should see how sighted people respond to that. When they see that a person with vision impairment is able to talk about their disability and talk about the funny incidents, they feel comfortable with a person with vision impairment. So please go ahead and look at the peer awareness video and understand how it can help you to make sighted people feel comfortable in your work environment or even at home or in your family, society, anywhere. The next thing that one must understand is that the way we appear makes a huge difference, because a sighted person can immediately see that there is a stain on the dress, or the person is wearing clothes which are not meant for this particular environment. So that is something that we always have to watch out for. Hey, tomorrow we're going for a meeting. Is it a formal meeting? Do I need to wear a suit, or do I need to wear formal clothes? It's important to understand those kind of simple things, and I think you will be on your way to compete well in the world. So I told you that one was taking the right action by putting yourself in the shoes of the sighted. The second I said was to maintain the right body language, which makes a big difference to a sighted person. So first and foremost, what do I mean by body language? We all have language by which we speak, but the truth is, even what our expressions on our face or how we are sitting conveys something to other people. So I'll give you an example. If somebody is walking with their head down, a sighted person will look at that person and think, oh, this person is feeling sad. If a person is walking slowly, any person will feel that that person is not confident, because generally when a person is not confident, they walk slowly. Generally when a person is sad, they walk with their head down, or they walk by not making eye contact. Now the funny thing is, a visually impaired who is not a good cane user or is not using their cane may also be walking slowly. So what is going to happen? The sighted person will think, already the sighted person might be thinking visually impaired will not be confident. They are already having that stereotype in their mind. And now they see this person is also walking slowly. Very likely it's a person with low vision who is going from, high contrast or more light to less light or something like that. And this person is walking slowly, and this person is feeling, the sighted person is looking and thinking, oh, this person is not confident. So these things are highly avoidable, right? So what do we need to do about our body language? So let me tell you body language that can affect you in different situations. So the simple thing can be the body language when we are moving around. When we move around, we need to look confident. And that can happen only if you have good mobility skills. And even if you're a person with low vision who does not need a cane, if you want to move at a normal pace, which is what makes you look confident, use a cane so that it helps you to avoid any obstacles. The second is when we are sitting or listening to another person. I have noticed a lot of times that people with vision impairment are concentrating a lot and listening very intently, and they have their hands they've got their head looking downward and their hand touching their eye, or frowning. Frowning means when your eyebrows are actually almost together. You're thinking very hard. But when the sighted person is looking at that visually impaired person, they are thinking this person is putting their head down. Usually when people sleep, they put their head down. And this person is not even nodding their head. Nodding their head is to shake the head and to say yes, yes, yeah, I understood. It makes the person who is sighted feel uncomfortable. Now, if you actually think about it, when you're on the phone, how do you behave? You know the other person, may not know what is going on. So you'll usually say, yeah, correct. So we give those verbal cues. The same thing needs to be done when we are in a meeting or when we are sitting and listening to another person. It's important to sit straight, listen to the person, make some verbal cues or nod our head, shake our head so that the other person knows that you're listening to them. The next thing would be on how we shake hands. It's important to have a firm handshake which makes the other person know that we are confident. So these are some of the small tips that I would say to make sure that the body language is good. You will be surprised to know how much difference it is going to make in your life when you just pay a little attention and understand the sighted person, make them feel comfortable, and have positive body language. We would love to hear from you on this, and good luck and have a great life.